Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CGPL Season 3 Championships. My name is Uber. I'm here with Elfish Guy for your last game of the night. And despite the bags under my eyes and the fatigue clearly showing, we're kind of sad to be leaving off here. But we expect that this game will be a cracker of a match. This one is obviously the pick of VB. So Streamline picked the nuke map. Maybe not what we expected per se.
No.
We're going to be heading over to a map that we may be a little bit more used to seeing. So, obviously, what happens when you pick the map? Your opponent gets to pick the side. So, VB are going to be starting on the T side here on Inferno. And up against a team tried and tested.
Tried and tested.
Here we go, boys.
Tried
and tested like Streamline and who beat Chiefs on this very same map. You can't feel too confident, especially starting on the T side, Elfish.
No, absolutely not. It looks like we're heading out into the pistol round already. Lots of flashes going down mid, and it appears that Destiny are going to have to back off here towards pit. Guess maybe truck area a little bit more so. And the terrorists going to get all the way around here towards library, and it looks like they're going to be able to get pretty much freely onto this A bomb site. So this is not a good situation for Streamline. They had a bit of a stack in Banana, 3 of them I think in fact, but Destiny, whoa, he picks up 2. Oh no, you still picks up 1. Destiny indeed does pick up 2. And Ferg finds 1 with that grenade, but it's not going to be enough. Moe picks up 1 as well. Aries picks up 1 for himself, and it's going to be a 3v1 here for Aries. You would count him out here, and indeed he does go down here, and the defuse is going to come out here from Streamline, and they're going to pick up that pistol round.
That's funny. I thought we were going to see a bit of a gentlemanly knife off there in the pit. There is no way that Destiny is going to pull out his knife and do it properly. He's going to pull out his friggin' USB. He's going to reload. He's going to pop him in the face.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
No, that's how they do it on the streets, mate. Right?
Well, anyway, I've been told to give a shout out to Melanie's dad. So
Robert.
Happy shout out, Melanie's dad.
How you going?
And Melanie.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for tuning in. And, well, we're going to see Streamline here picking up the SMGs for themselves, a Mag 7 on Destiny as well. And we've seen PDG playing that with a bit of a fervor today on this map, indeed. But we'll see how it goes for Destiny here. Tedwick picks up 1 there with his SMG, and Dustillo here as well, trying to do his best to pick up something, but the VB guys just rushing straight into apartments and jumping out of balcony as well. This could go well for them. Mardo picks up 1, is taken down there on the trade. Tedwick takes him out. Zertz is going to be here on the site, but the bomb is still hanging around on the T-stairs and is taken down there by Destiny. So Shadsky and Zertz going to have a mountain to climb here for themselves if they want to get back into this round, and it doesn't appear to be happening, Mitch.
No, it's last man standing. He does have the MP7 here, but I don't really know if it's going to do much good, especially up against the 2 P90s and, of course, the Mag 7. Oh, Destiny won't be happy about that one there. Ferg actually, with the team kill, spraying through with absolutely no concerns about his teammates' well-being. But, hey, he got the round. And Destiny will be screaming about that. His Mag 7 dropped. Fuming.
Will be very
Ferg
unhappy.
-1. Oh, dear. He's -1. Okay, no, I wasn't just seeing things. Right, so, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. But still 2 rounds for Streamline here. And the pressure builds for VB here. This is their buy, of course.
Yep.
And a couple Streamline guys still holding on to P90s. And they can. Their CT side.
It's an early buy. Zertz doesn't even have armor here. So that's a little bit risky.
Their T side, they know they need to try and carve out some sort of advantage. So by now, Streamline aware of the buy up here for VB. They know exactly sort of the fact that they're toting those AKs around. To what extent they're armored or armed in terms of nades, they're not quite sure. So they've got to be a little bit careful here as they just try and gain information and just hold up. They're going to give up ground to an extent. They're not quite like Avant-Garde. I think when I think Avant-Garde, they're more happy they will pull right out of a site and retake it. They're quite happy to as long as they don't suffer those casualties. So they are quite seasoned in that regard. Streamline a little bit less keen to give up ground. They really want to go head-to-head. Guys like, I'm a huge personalities really. Ustillo, Destiny, Ferg, all of them really are just, intense kind of guys. So there's really no way that they're just going to let VB walk all over them here. Ferg is up on that boost spot here. Great for 1 round and never do it again, pretty much. But he should be able to get a bit of a spray down onto whoever is approaching there. Of course, he's not seeing. He's just seeing footsteps there. Oh, wow. The spot was checked straight away, and he's down to 2 health. And Moe does pick up Dimo there, but Ferguson's got to get the heck out of dodge right now. He's been a huge danger. Moe with 3, I think, with a P90, finally gets gunned down by Zertz. And that's going to give Tedwick ample time to just back up on A. And watch a shattered VB squad try and gather themselves. This was that force buy, that early AK buy. You mentioned that, and it has absolutely not come to fruition so far. The fact that Moe can pick up a P90 and destroy that strategy with presumably the flick of a mouse, that's got to be a tough pill to swallow.
Indeed. It looks like the VB guys going to try and save these weapons when they can, and they should be all right here to be able to get out with those weapons intact. So at least something that they can take from that round, but definitely not the result that they would have wanted. No. It's going to be... I don't even think the rest of the VB guys are going to really be able to buy anything.
Remember, like, the VB guy's not making any money, so Zerts can't even buy armor. Right, he may have saved his AK, but he still had no armor last round, and he's still stuck with that in that situation as well. So now the economies are a bit out of sync, to be fair, or they're just well, either way, it's not good news for VB. There we go. Destiny finds Marco with the nade. Marco. Shout out to Marco, by the way. He is here.
Hello, Marco.
But yeah, so look. This is what I want to see if VB can hold on. Like, it's got to be pretty annoying, obviously having lost that first map. The knowledge that you're probably not going to be moving on towards tomorrow's games. Do they take it seriously? Do they try and push Streamline to their limits and even for pride or even bragging rights, or do they let them run over? And that's the question there. Vietnam, Aries gets picked up there. Moe does pick up Demo as well. The smoke is obscuring for the moment, Zerts, but there's only so much time you could buy yourself when you're in that cloud. And Puff the Magic Dragon would be impressed, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive.
No, it is not. And VB losing once again another round, down 4. Obviously, they are on T side, so not all is lost. They do have that CT side they can come back on, but things not looking too fantastic for them so far. They do have a sort of a half buy here coming out, a bit of a force. The 2 Tech 9s on the side, Marto and Zerts, are going to be not too terrible in this situation, especially if they're trying to push up Banana. But Marto gets taken down immediately there by Destiny with a grenade, and Justillo is going to be taken down there though by Aries. So it's back to a 4v4. So things not all too bad at the moment for VB. Having said that, Moe manages to pick up one with a molly. So VB on the back foot again, and Zerts may find himself in a bit of trouble in this flash. Looks like Ferg going to be jumping up and down, trying to look over this smoke. I think he did just spot someone out, but wasn't able to find the kills. And he is getting spammed out a little bit, so he does have to fall back, and going to get a little bit of backup here from Destiny. The flash is coming out. Are they going to go for a re-pick here? Oh! That was just too smart. Okay. Destiny picking up the kill through the smoke.
Yep, his crosshair was on the man. That's pretty good intuition, to be fair. Now, Shatsky, last man standing, wants to probably pull out here. He's got 45 seconds. Probably should try and stay alive. He needs to hold this gun for later on. Like, your VB, your bleeding rounds, left, right, and center. This is a very similar situation to what we saw on Nuke. They didn't recover from that kind of deficit, and I know they're not on the sort of the advantageous side. I know this is an ideal situation for them, but they have to scrape in a few rounds here. Now, everyone who plays Inferno competitively knows that you just have to grin and bear it. You know you're going to get slapped around a little bit. You need to grind out a few rounds and give yourself a sort of buffer, because if your opponent's even remotely confident on the T side and you don't have enough rounds on your own T side, you are screwed.
That is correct. I'm going to see Moe pushing very aggressively here out of apps, and it's not going to work out too well for him. Marto takes him down in a 1v1. Tedwick has got a job to do here, does do it fairly well. Takes down Zerts with some nicely placed headshots there from his M4. And Justillo going to be the first one here to probably pick up a kill. There he does, and he is only on 5 HP, has 6 bullets left. I'm not sure if he's aware that there is actually someone else there in apartments with him, but decides to back out anyway. Aries is going to have a look at their area there, and they don't know that he's there. Well, now they do. They're going to peek out here. They don't want to get taken down, both of them, and actually it could be a potential here. Shadsky picks up one. Aries finds himself that one, of course, but Marto is taken down there by Justillo. Aries finds himself the second, and now it's a 2v1 here for Streamline. And VB sitting in a pretty decent position. They don't really have the bomb down yet, so they just kind of waiting around. Destiny, though, proving to be too good. He's on 5 HP, though, has got a lot of work to do still.
5 HP versus 3 HP right now. Destiny just needs to try and back out. He knows the bomb's going to get planted. Will he attempt some sort of retake? I mean, why not? You've surely got some money in the bank right now. Look at the way he plays it. Shatsky, though, sharp. Held that corner. Destiny was doing a little bit of acrobatics from what we could see. It was a very, very sort of clutch situation. Destiny lost a little bit too much health on the duel with the guy that was at Graveyard. It actually went down from 100 to 5. So beforehand, he was looking fine, but that's the way it works. You can't just mow your way through a team. You know, the war of attrition is going to wear you down over time. And if you're not efficient in your gun battles, then it's going to be very, very hard to win those sort of situations, especially when your enemy is already watching the corner.
Yeah, well, VB picking up their first round, even though it was kind of shaky. They'll take it, I'm sure. And they're going to be able to try and pick up another round in a row just now. And we'll see what they can do. There is an AWP on the side of Streamline. Actually, interestingly enough, not going to be on Destiny's back. It's actually on Moe's back. But doesn't matter. I think they're all probably pretty competent. And probably just want to have a bit of fun here at the moment. I don't think they really need to hit too many rounds. I think they need to hit, what, 8? 10? 10 rounds, I think, to win the best of 2. So they're already halfway there and only 6 rounds into the map. So they're probably just having a bit of fun at the moment. But Tedwick chucking out that molly is going to go for a bit of a trade here. Is taking down Aries. And I think there was a crossfire available should he have gotten into any trouble from Ustillo. But in the end, it didn't matter. He was able to 1v1 that quarry, which was Aries. And Zertz now has pushed up here towards Arch. Is going to find one player, but not going to be able to do any damage to him. Moe still watching apartments there. Zertz has got to do some big damage here, but in the end, it's going to be Moe picking up the next kill onto Dimo. Mardo picks one up onto Moe as well in the trade out, but Ustillo still here in the pit. Zertz is going to be playing there, though, from jungle, or from library even, trying to do something here, but it looks like Ustillo going to prove to be too strong. Tedwick even picks himself up. One is traded off there, though. It's a 2v2, now a 2v1. The grenade proving too strong, and Shadsky taken down there by Ustillo. So Ustillo picked himself up 2 kills in that round. Very pleased with himself.
That was actually really beautiful. You know, he sat back on that one, just lobbed the nade over, knowing that would find its mark. And there's something to be said for holding on to things like nades, especially that frag grenade, a tool later on in the round. It really lets you get yourself out of potentially sticky situations like that. If you're in a 2v1 situation and you know your opponent is low, you traded well into the gunfight, but you haven't got quite enough to kill him and you don't want to poke out again, throw a frag grenade over. And Ustillo cleaned that round up. That was a real mark of quite a big fragger there, just what he did. And it might seem innocuous to a lot of people watching, but that's a big deal, especially for you know, people learning the game. That kind of composure in that situation. Rare. Mardo fully hit by that grenade, and it's just going to be a bloodbath in Banana there very quickly. That's like a 12-second round. I don't know. It's not going to tell me, but that's how much damage a direct grenade hit does, by the way. It's in COD 4. It'll kill you. Like, every time, no matter how much armor you have, but in this one here, it's actually hard to do a ton of damage to an armored opponent with a grenade. Yep. He wasn't armored.
I think you do take 100% damage if you have no armor and it hits you right in the head.
Yeah.
I believe that happened to someone from Vox when they were overseas. But regardless, that's not really what we're here to discuss. We're here to discuss this game, and VB currently in a spot of trouble. Only got 1 round on their CT side. They do on their T side though. They do have a bye, but Aries is taken down there by Destiny early in the round, so that's going to put them on the back foot already. And Destiny looking for some more kills through that smoke. Isn't going to find any just by sort of shooting through the smoke. And going to get a boost up here, try and find someone, but not going to be able to spot anybody out just yet. There's no one from the VB guys in mid at the moment. Dimo trying to push up there and get a bit of a spray through the smoke, but it's not going to happen. Zertz, though, does find one onto Ustillo, and it's going to be back to a 4v4 now. So VB have a pretty decent shot at this round. Hopefully, for their sake, they will be able to pick something up here relatively shortly. Otherwise, they're getting into the point where this could kind of get out of hand, and Destiny doing his best to stop that at the moment. Hasn't spotted anyone out, but surely will spot somebody soon, and he does. The Tech-9 proving to be too powerful there. On to Shadsky, who is dead now, and it's going to be a 3v4. VB trying to do their best to get up here into Banana. Isn't going to happen. Ferg is too strong there. He's going to find 1. Can he find 2? No, he can't. Zertz is taken down. Dimo, though, takes him out as well. That's going to be Moe taken down there by Dimo, and it's going to be a 2v2 here for these guys. It's only 20 seconds left, so they need to rush towards this A site, which appears to be the one that they're going for, and it's going to be up to Destiny here. He needs to get at least 1 frag. If he can get the 2, of course, that would be fantastic, but 1 would be great in this situation. He does manage to find that first one. Can he find the second one? Just charging in there with the Tech-9. He's only got 4 bullets left. Is taken down there by Zertz, so it's going to be a 1v1. Zertz is only on 28 HP, so he's in a little bit of a pickle at the moment, but he does have the bomb down, so time is in his favor. He just needs to play it well, and perhaps he can pick up the second round here for VB. So it's checking everywhere that he can. It has not yet spotted the last player alive for Streamline, which is Tedwick, who is actually going to stick this, and he's got it. There's absolutely no way that Zertz can get there, and that's a little bit awkward.
You see, you got your enemy team are 7 rounds. They have 7 rounds. They're economically robust enough to afford a kit. So you need to assume they have a kit. You put yourself in a position like that, and you're just going to get embarrassed. He heard the defuse sound. He knew exactly what was going on. If your opponent has a kit and you're 1v1, get in pit. Get in graveyard or library. Don't go around like that. He took a huge risk trying to wrap all the way around. He should have gotten to maybe jungle and then pulled back around the other way. It's just, you cannot do that. Sorry, Zertz, but that is not ideal. He's down 2 health, by the way. It's having a rough one here, but he does combine it with Mardo, able to pick up Ustillo. And now 4v5, I mean, well, 5 essentially. Zertz has 2 points of health, so I guess that still counts. Aries finds Ferg just after he picks up Dimo here. Interesting positioning. Ferg was all the way down in the guts there. And VB just gathering themselves here in mid. don't really think they're going to be allowed to work in towards Banana because Destiny is there. Look at this man poking in and out of those pillars. He's doing serious damage. Now, 2v1 is a trade you're going to be happy with. There's absolutely no doubt, especially when Moe picks up Mardo and creates this 2v1 situation. Tedwig's unfortunately not going to be able to land the Molotov where he would have liked to. You're going to allow Shatsky to enter onto that B site. Shatsky knows he's endangered species right now. He knows exactly what is going on. He's still going to get Tedwig, though, for his trouble. And you'd be a bit embarrassed if you were the Ted man. You would know exactly where the bomb's being planted. Now, Moe got the AWP. 1v1 situation here. VB need this round. God, do they need it. I don't think Shatsky will poke that corner again. He's going to jump across at the very least. So Moe has an AWP. He knows that now as well. He understands the parameters of this situation. The pre-fire is good. He heard the footsteps coming. And Moe just walks into a wall of bullets. The second round coming up for VB as we head into the 11th. I mean, it's not pretty, but it's a round that they dearly needed. They
do indeed. Of course, if they can make this maybe 9-6, they would be very happy with themselves. 10-5, they'd probably be aiming for 10-5, I think, at this point. There's an eco coming out here, though, from Streamline. So that should be around in the bag for VB, you would expect. But it's not over until the fat lady sings, as they say. And we're going to see Ferg picking up the first kill already onto Ares. So things not starting out the way VB would have had dreamed of, I guess you could say. Justillo here is finding himself in a decent position as well. So United, Destiny even, done that the third time tonight. Keep a count. Destiny trying to find another kill and a wallbang with the Deagle. He's found himself an AK as well, so he's going to be pretty happy. He has almost taken out Dimo as well, but just not able to land that last shot of his. And it's going to be VB here, you would say, probably going to be taken down in this eco round from Streamline, but Shatsky did his best. Not going to be enough. So Streamline picking up an eco win.
Yeah, crucially enough for them, they decided to just save for safety. Now, look, I've heard a lot of things said about Destiny over his time in the community, both good and bad. But one thing that people always say is that he is a legitimate player. The guy can frag at LAN, and just watching him work down Banana, there is no doubt when he is on song, there is almost no one that can stop this guy. You know, put him with a team that is all coherent and as talented as him, and my God, I'd be scared of that lineup any day of the week. I digress, though. He was still on Moe, getting frags a piece, and well, VB don't have a lot of money. They do have a M4 in the hands of Dimo. What can he do with it? That's the question. He really needs to make an impact with that gun. If VB are going to have any hope of having a half-decent next half, I mean, Streamline are already in the position where if they win the pistol, they're already going to be very, very... Wow. Okay. Streamline are already in a position where if they, they finish the half with, like, I don't know, 11, 12, 13 even rounds.
Possibly. I mean, it's looking that way.
Then just win the pistol and win the game. And it's all over.
Moe's sitting on 17 and 6, I think it was.
Yep,
so everyone from Streamline has had their game kind of where they've stepped up and been the one to really carry the game, and that's really good to see. It means they're kind of all on form and everything like that, so they will be a tough opponent tomorrow for, presumably, you would expect Avant at this stage.
Yeah, that might be the situation. Moe just catches the tail end of Zerz as he tries to duck down in towards second in. He is not going to be able to get out of this one scot-free. Tedwick on Tomato as well. Look, we're 30 seconds into the round and already 2 casualties for VB. Now they're making up for it, but they're losing members, on these initial pushes that maybe shouldn't be as dangerous as they are turning out to be. Ares has made his way all the way up towards the library, though, and he does have a decent vantage point. The man in pit, which is Justillo, is low, and the rest of his team following right behind him. Will we see it around the world? They might go through CT here, but Destiny will be there to meet him and send Ares packing now. I mean, BV got to make a very, very quick decision. Do they push onto this one? That's a bad idea because Destiny is waiting for Chance. He's going to pick him up. There is the pistol onto Dimo as well, and they probably should have just tried to work on A. Justillo was 20 health, and trying to go through a juggernaut like Destiny, that is an ill-informed decision, to say the very least.
No, and so VB going to probably buy what they can. Tech 9 armor. It's definitely still a potent threat here, but judging by the way BB has been going so far in this half, you would expect Streamline should be able to pick this one up with a relative ease. Destiny and who is that? The two of the Streamline players are going to be charging here into Banana, chucking double nades. Not going to hit anyone really. Ares got taken down a little bit, but nothing to write home about. Justillo, though, does pick up a kill there onto Ares, and Zertz trades one out, though, onto Tedwick, so things not too bad at the moment for VB. They've actually found themselves 2 kills somehow. Streamline, though, have replied. Justillo picks himself up. 1 is traded out there by Zertz, though, so Zertz has picked up 2 kills already this round. Can he find a third? Yes, he does! So VB living for another one.
Yes. And even with this next round, obviously this next round it's bad. It's not over. It's just bad. I mean, VB, like they've got to find their stride. We're sighing a lot. We're doing a lot of sighing when we talk about VB at the moment. We've seen them perform in some of these games. Like they've had some really, really good games, and this is not one of them. I don't know. Maybe the nuke pick tilted them. Maybe they don't care. Which honestly is quite a common quality among Australian CS:GO teams, especially like the last game of the night.
Yeah,
especially
when
it
is late.
They're posing in their photo with a bottle of Victoria Bitter as well. So, like, how serious are these guys really? At least they're here for the games as well. It's good to have them regardless. Actually, so that's Zucaster with Team Down TV. So
yes.
There you go. Bit of side on him. So that's exactly how we bring the expertise. We get him in games and get him to share with us.
Yeah, instead of having me and you sitting here just going, what's for lunch?
I heard you like play-by-play followed up with a side of play-by-play.
Yeah.
That's exactly how we do it.
Dimo, though, picks himself up one, so this could be an 11-4 scoreline for VB. They wouldn't be particularly happy with it, but it's the best they can get at this stage, so you still are going to be the one to probably do the damage here with that Mag 7 of his. Moe is backing him up, but in the end is taken down easily there by Dimo. Yustillo jumping here, bunny hopping, I think, a little bit around the fountain. He's going to find one. No, he's not. Dimo peeks out and takes him down, so it's going to be 11-4 in the favour of Streamline, and well, if Streamline pick up that pistol round, you would expect that they're going to have a pretty easy time of closing this map out.
Yeah, I mean, it's really all they need. You always assume that there's those 3 rounds that are involved with that pistol win. That puts them at 14-4. Huge deficit to be making up. I mean, VB can try something like that early AK buy that we did see earlier on in this game, where they were already concerned about getting too far behind. You saw them like round 3, they picked them up with sort of no armor. Didn't really work out. It's always going to be a gamble. Sometimes you just got to take the risk though. But it's interesting to see now the implications of that buy, how they manifest down the track, especially right now. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what impact they could have made. VB were kind of money screwed for quite a while there. So we'll have to see now. We're into the second half onto the pistol round, and for the most part, the concentration of players is out towards that B side. See what they can do. Aries find the head of Tedwick there as well, making it a double. Still managing to stay alive and still healthy as well. Probably most importantly there. So, I don't know, Destiny. Just, he likes to switch. He likes to switch gun modes as well. Can you hear the click in between those shots? I'm not sure if that's.
I think it's something to do with the jumping accuracy of the Glock. I'm not 100% sure though.
Nonetheless, he manages to get that kill eventually, but the rest of his team essentially decimated as they tried to work on towards this B side here. Now, we see Moe's going to walk around a corner, going to try and get some shots, and it could be the knife there from Aries, to be honest. That's his 3rd kill for the round. It's been a very, very good one for him, and only having lost 26 health points, he's done pretty well for himself.
All right, so VB still in this game so far. Not in the best of 2, but they're in the map, at least. Streamline have got the Tech 9 and the armor picked up. They're all pretty much buying out what they can, and we'll see if it works out for them. It's pretty risky, but we have seen plenty of Tech 9 armor rounds on the Terra side winning. So we'll see how it goes. United, Destiny, 4th time. Destiny picks up another one for himself, and Yustillo picks up a couple as well. So the Tech 9 armor buy certainly paying off at this point. VB have only got 2 players alive to deal with this threat that is coming out. Aries, though, picks himself up one. Shadsky does his best to find one, but the Tech 9 headshot proving too strong. It's up to Aries now. He's got full HP, but it's not going to be easy. He can get, of course, one-shotted by that Tech 9. So
it's really, really bad for VB right now. Streamline took the risk at board up big, and it's working out for them. Unlike VB last time around, actually kind of stretched their funds a little bit to get these guns, and it has worked. And it's going to scuttle VB's hopes of having any sort of economic stability now heading into the rest of these rounds. And in the meantime, Streamline, honestly, they buy up fairly well. And they know in doing this, they push VB onto an eco. They might not have a stellar buy to such extent that Destiny's buying an auto shotgun, but it's still a buy. It's still guns, and more importantly, it's still armor on 4 of their players.
Well, Destiny's got himself a XM. It's a little crazy, but it looks like it's going to be going aggressively here onto the A site from the Streamline boys, and they have picked up a couple of entry frags, but the trade's coming out here. Dimo coming up pretty huge, picks up 2 headshots with that P250 of his, is not able to find the 3rd onto Ferg, and it does get taken down. So Destiny with that XM has got the bomb planted, and he's going to be doing what he can It's interesting to see that weapon coming out. I don't think he actually even probably took a shot all game, or all round even.
It's not about getting the kills, Jordan. It's about sending a message.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not afraid to buy the auto shotgun. You're not afraid to wave it around in front of your enemy as well. So, absolutely going to be seeing what Streamline can do with the rest of these rounds here. I mean, again, VB kind of had no choice but to sort of go the double eco route here if they wanted to have any chance of having a decent buy for that all-important sort of 14-5 rounds, what we expect it to be. They all have grenades here, so they've done a good job of chunking down Streamline before things have even happened. So a couple love taps with those USPs and that P250 on Demo can actually do some serious work for them here now. Let's see how they set up. Ferg pushing up. Ferg gets two. Aries thought he had that one, but Ferg just turns around on a 10-cent piece almost and takes his head clean off his shoulders. And now Zertz and Chadsky, last man standing. What could Zertz do? He does come across towards the nasty spot. He gets some peeks with that USP. There's Moe, though. He is there. It's a 2v1. Destiny might actually get to use that auto shotty after all. No. Moe will say no. Thank you to that one. He will pick up with the AK. That kill there. And Streamline, they've accomplished what they wanted to do with that early sort of forced buy. Now VB have their gun round, but it might be a little bit too late for any sort of comeback here.
Indeed it is. Streamline have secured themselves, I think, the first seed going into tomorrow. So they'll be up against Avant, and then whoever is the winner of Chiefs and Assassins, or Sneaky Assassins, is going to be the second seed, you would imagine. Chiefs, apparently, I've been told, have been the ones to come out victorious there. So they're going to be second. They're going to be up against Immunity.
So, excuse me, they had to get a 16-3 win to actually to set themselves up in that best of two. So that's probably the first time we've seen a team get decimated in that first map and then still be able to come back and win from a good performance in the second. It always seems like if you start bad, you don't finish so flash either.
No. Still, a minute gone in this round and no real action has come out so far. It's going to be VB just playing pretty safely in their sights, waiting for Streamline to get into their crosshairs and so that they can fire. But it looks like Streamline heading more towards the banana area. See if they can get anything coming out here from that area. He's going to do his best to sort of spam through and try and find something, but it's not going to happen. All the Streamline guys just sitting back here waiting for the go signal where they're going to chuck all of their grenades and Molotovs and what have you across. Looks like it's going to be the Molotovs coming straight here into the back of sight, and it's going to force anyone who was there out of that position. But Aries gets taken down early there by Ustillo. Shadsky has some tough jobs to do and is not managing to pick anything up there. Dimo takes down one. It's going to be trades all across the board, and at the end of the day, it's going to be Moe here up against two. The bomb hasn't been planted. Only 15 seconds here left for Streamline to get this bomb down, or even really for Moe to get this bomb down. Isn't even going to be able to survive in this round, and Dimo picks up the final frag. So another round to VB, but too little too late.
Well, it's still around. I mean, I don't think Streamline they will go for a bit of a safety. What? Okay. No, they're not. They're going to force up cockiness, maybe. And honestly, if they lose this round, it's going to bring VB, potentially close to like a 14-9, and that's when the comeback is actually becoming conceivable. It's becoming, sort of remotely possible. I think the reality is that Streamline now have enough rounds to have sort of won this best of two anyway. So I don't honestly, at this point, I just have no idea how it's going to work out. And now with Chiefs having got the win as well, I think VB are out either way. But let's see what they can do anyway. Let's see if they can maybe leave a bruise on the Streamline guys. Leave a mark. And Destiny, he's leaving his mark on this game, especially on our weak experience there as well. As he just dispatches Amade fairly easily, and Dimo gets his second from Kid. It's almost as if Streamline weren't aware that he was holding that position. Aries finds his still in mid as well. And Tedwick is the last man standing here now. Doesn't even have a gun to his name, I think, at this stage. So it was interesting. Look, the money's really weird, actually, on Streamline at the moment. If you look at that, I think some have sort of like 2K. I mean, it's a 50 on the Silo, whereas Moe and Ferguson might be able to buy. It's just a bit out of sync at this stage. That's what happens when half your team decide they want to buy up on the guns and the rest stay with pistols. Yeah.
Sounds like my matchmaking games. But, well, it doesn't work out here for Streamline. It doesn't work out for me in the matchmaking either. So VB pick up a 7th round. Streamline looking like they're just faltering a little bit, but I don't think they're too worried. They know they're probably through to the finals tomorrow anyway, so just messing around a little bit, picking up Ferg's picked up one gun, and Moe's picked up another.
Now the guys that didn't buy AKs last round are now buying AKs this round, and the rest just have pistols.
So it's still not going to be fixed.
Well, I think this might, with the grenades they bought, I think this might sync up their economies a little bit more, but it's still pretty janky, to be honest. I don't really know what Streamline hope to accomplish here, especially where VB now starting to build up a little bit of a buffer. starting to build up some money. Put those pennies in the piggy bank. We see Zertz is actually up on the boost off on that roof there. So, as I said, it's like the spot over on the B side. You can do it once, you can get away with it, but after that, people are always going to check you. There we go, Zertz gets one, Zertz gets two. Tedwick responds, but it's a little bit too little too late. There's just, I don't know. I don't really think it's going to be enough for the third, though. Picks up Aries, and I'll perk up a little bit there, but the nade from Shatsky is going to be enough to get the job done. So, I'm not really sure I follow Streamline's thought process here. Now they have to actually eco.
Yeah.
So the last 2 rounds have been half ecos. It forces this is a bona fide eco.
That is right, and to be honest, this is probably the round where we're going to see them just charge in and hit a million headshots, and something crazy is going to happen. But we'll see what happens. Streamline, as you say, on that eco, we'll see what they do. We're heading more towards the apartments, second middle kind of area, rather than the B area, which VB have immediately sniffed out, given that they've already run down there, and Aries picks himself up too before being taken down there by Moe. But it's not going to be enough there for Streamline. They've been taken down one by one, and it's going to be the bomb down at least for Streamline, but an easy round there for VB.
All right. Well, that was the eco, as I said, for Streamline. So, I mean, after the shenanigans of them sort of mucking around with guns, they had to do that, and they had to sort of, take the bitter medicine and come back now with some decent money. So this is probably where they want to start to close things up here. VB, though, building up a bit of momentum, maybe confidence starting to come back into it. They're aware that Streamline have sort of been, a bit here, a bit neither here nor there in terms of their buys, but it doesn't matter because it's still 4 rounds in a row. It's almost half of their total sort of made over the last few. So it's important for them, and they've got to keep going from here. And Zertz had the AWP in mid. No one really wanting to challenge him at this stage. It's because there's no AWP in any of the Streamline players' hands. Moe does take down Zertz. It's just these cocky peaks. No one expects them. And Zertz had an AWP as well, and he just got completely wrecked there now. So Marto holding up inside Darkroom. He will get the jump on Destiny, but Tedwick takes down Dimo as well. Marto needs to get into position very, very quickly to do anything about this A push. He's still looking out towards balcony. The spray isn't bad. He should be able to connect. No, Marto will get the better of him there as well, and he's going to buy crucial time for the rest of VB to rotate. That's exactly what Aries was doing. He did find Tedwick as well. Now he's going to be able to pull out with 5 health left. Marto picks up Moe. This game, it's always that last game of the day. It's going to drag out on us. I can feel it right now. Ferg down to 12 health. He will be able to take down Marto. He's now got the 1v2 situation. Chatsky is still full health. Has a couple of flashes to his name as well. And Ferg will be gunned down as he tries to make his way towards the site. 14-10. VB keeping it.
This is getting a lot closer than I had expected. There's going to be a buy up here from Streamline, I think. And it is indeed. So we're going to be seeing another buy round coming out from Streamline. This is going to be hopefully the one that they pick up, because I am having a very hard time actually speaking right now. My voice is almost dead. But it's going to be Ferg pushing here into Banana. The Molly is going to stop him up there a little bit, but the smokes come out here from Streamline to diffuse that fire. But Aries says, I don't care about that. You're going to die anyway. So 1 kill already over to the VB guys. And certainly going to be putting themselves into a decent position in this round as well. But will they be able to capitalize on that advantage that they have? Tedwick trying to push through the smoke here is taken down there by Zertz, and it's now a 3v5. So Streamline, a very big job, a big ask for these last 3 guys if they want to take out this round. And the bomb's down. They're going to go collect it there in second middle. And Marto just going to watch this smoke. It's going to be Ustillo. I don't know how he spotted him through that smoke. Might have been a little bit of a hole in the corner there, but Dimo picks himself up 1 kill in trade. So it's a 2v4 and still got a lot of stuff for the Streamline boys to do. They need to get at least 2 kills each, and it's not going to happen. Dimo picks up the final 2. What did he get? He got a 3k.
Dimo with a strong round there, actually. And Streamline, this is what I said. These weird buys they were pulling out. I'm pretty sure they're like 14-6 up. How many rounds have VB won in a row? Let's just check there. Yeah, 6 rounds in a row. So like 14-5 or something ridiculous. And then they just buy like, I don't know. I don't really know what the plan was. Maybe they're tuned into some sort of plane of existence that I'm not familiar with. But it didn't work out for them either way. And now VB are within striking distance of Streamline's total. Marto with a double there. You're still trying to push in. Dimo finds Stiller as well. There's Moe. But Zertz with a double. Super, super fast round. And again, VB pick it up.
That is right. So VB now 2 rounds away from equalizing the scoreline. Streamline again have got a bye. So it should be a close round, we hope. We're going to see Destiny with that AWP. And it's going to be Zertz on the side of VB with that AWP. So I think this is probably going to be the first time we've actually seen an AWP v AWP on this map from these two teams. Let's see if Zertz can pick himself up something, and he does indeed take down Ferg in Banana with the aid, I guess, of Aries in that little Molotov there as well. Moe just getting a bit of positioning here into Banana as well. Aries spamming through the smoke. Isn't going to find anybody just yet. Let's see what Destiny can do. He should have spotted that. Oh, that. I mean, I really think that he should have hit that shot. Justillo takes down Zertz, though, in the meanwhile, and it's back to a 4v4. Now, make that a 3v4 in the favor of Streamline. Could this be the round that they pick up, Mitch, to go 15 and 12 and potentially take us to a match win for them? And, well, we'll have to wait and see. There's only 50 seconds left in this round. The Banana is going to be the location of choice for Streamline. The bomb heading down towards there as well. Shadsky picks up one onto Moe, so it's making the job difficult here for Streamline. Can he find a second? No. Justillo picks himself up two, and it's going to be all up to Mato here on VB if he wants to keep it within striking range of a victory on the map, but it doesn't appear that he's going to be able to do that in this 1v3 situation even. He's trying to do what he can, but he's going to not really check that corner, and he's going to almost get knifed. So Destiny rude. Going for a little bit of BM there, and it didn't work out so well for him, but in the end it doesn't matter. Tedwick picks up that final kill on Samato, and we're now 15 and 12.
That is so, I don't know. It's funny, you know, you watch Destiny play enough, you almost feel like you know the guy. That just feels like something he would do. I have heard of a story actually about him back, I shouldn't say that maybe. Back in the 1.6 days. He did bring a machete to land, I think. I don't know, maybe, was it Destiny? Someone else. I don't know. He was back in the Mindfreak 1.16. This dude was pretty intense, but we digress a little bit. A bit of backstory for you, but he would. The man would. He does not mess around. You're either in his camp or you're not, by the looks of things. And well, VB, I don't really know what camp they're in right now because Ferg's going to be pushing straight through onto Aries. The double as well. He had an AUG. Dimo has an AUG. Okay, well, clearly taking it very, very seriously there. Dimo there finds it a Destiny with a shot. And he's looking through that smoke. He's not really going to be able to connect that with that one at this stage. So the bomb does go down. Pressure now going to be mounting on VB to keep themselves in this game. But Moe is going to dash Zertz's hopes of being able to play yet another round. Mato and Dimo, the last two men standing there trying to do some work with his Steelers. He's going to shut Dimo down. And Mato, last man standing. Tedwick will send there packing. Makes it the 16-12 scoreline. The GGs come out. And Streamline stands victorious. It wasn't easy. No. It wasn't always pretty. But they got it.
But they made it. So the four teams going in tomorrow are going to be Avant, Immunity, Chiefs, and Streamline. So those are our four for tomorrow. I don't know what order they're going to be playing in, but it'll be Avant and...
And then we think of it, it was kind of expected. Like when we looked for the lineups, we thought these were the four teams that we'd probably speculate would be in there, but...
not in that order.
Yeah, and you say that as well. You say, oh, they're going to be okay, but... yeah, not in that order, really. Streamline probably maybe aren't what we expected them to be. No. Interesting that, like, dark horses as well, guys like the Steel Series and to a lesser extent Sneaky Assassins as well. The fact that they sort of lost 16-3 to Chiefs, something must have happened to them. Frank must have fired up those boys and got them ready to roll. That's a very impressive performance. But we have our four teams for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We are pumped. I mean, I'm tired. It's been a long day, but I'm definitely keen to get into tomorrow. But we'll leave you guys. We'll let you guys rest and recharge and recover before we hit you full in the face with some more CSGO action tomorrow. We'll be starting, it was the same time tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. here at the Australian Technology Park in Sydney. If you're in the area, come down, hang out. This is where the games are going to get serious. We're going to be moving into our main arena here as well.
Bit of a theatre, so to speak.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
The vibe is really, really good. So we're going to be able to shift on into it. It's going to be great. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to be there. Elfish Guy's going to be there. Bench is definitely going to be there. Otherwise, there won't be no stream. We'll be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter. I'm at Ubershouts. He's at Elfish Guy. You can always get involved in the conversation that we're having. You can always follow us and see when our tweets are going live. Our casts are going live, should I say. You know when our tweets are as well. I digress. We're going to finish up here on Babbling. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.